Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So we are using Pumpkin Palace and Chic Rose. They are from Madam Glam. I'm going to use these tips today. I do add an extra one. So this is Shemodern Saturday. So today we are doing chrome nails. So obviously I haven't got any of the new products from Shemodern. They do have all like stamping gels and things now. So I am just going to use the opaque sticky stamper polishes in black and white. Because yeah, I can't get them because I haven't got them available on Amazon. So I'm just going to have to use what I've got. So we're just going to apply the first coat to all of the nails, and then I will cure that for 60 seconds in my LED light. Okay, so they've all had two coats. So on this one, I'm going to do a French. I'm going to do quite a thickest French on this one. I didn't need to put a second coat. This coat was fine. So I'm just applying it to the nail, and then I will use my detailer brush and put it up the sides and neaten it up a little bit, and then I will cure that in the light, and then we shall have a look and see what we've got so far. Okay, so I'm just going to finish neating it up, and then this is what we've got so far. So I'm going to apply a glossy top coat. So these are the pigments I'm going to use today. I got them both off Shein, I think. I'm just showing you here that there was like moisture in the lid, but it didn't affect the pigments, and it's only on the red. It was very, very weird. And I'm going to use this blue one as well, and it went everywhere. I'm glad I closed the lid of that other one. Look, here I am just trying to get it off, and it just poof everywhere. So I had to clean all that up, and there you go. It's a gorgeous colour, absolutely gorgeous. So the stamping plates we're going to use today is this one, which is FG062. I'm pretty sure this came off Temu, I think, and two from Modu London. So Halloween collection 05 and I believe it was 03 as well. I'm trying to get out. Yes, so 03 as well. I don't know if these are still available. You may get lucky, but maybe. So yeah, so, and I'm also going to use, as I said, the opaque sticky sand polishes in black and white. I only show you the white. So I've left this part in normal speed. So what I've done is I've applied the glossy top coat, and I've cured in my light for, I did it for a minute and a half just to see if that would help with the chrome powders not sticking to it, but it did. So this first pickup I didn't like, so it was missing a teeny tiny little bit, so I re-picked that up. So I am going to restamp these images, but I do have to buff the nails, and I will explain why when we get to that part. So I'm stamping these vampire lips on this, and then I will use the other plate, and I'm going to stamp Bite Me as well, and I will pop that just above. So this is still the bottle that is running out, so I think that's why I had a few issues with pickup, because there's like hardly anything left in it. I'm just trying to get the last few little bits out. See, I wasn't happy with that pickup either, so I re-picked that up. And then I stamped it down thinking, oh, I could just stamp the bite first and then the meat afterwards. But it touched the top of the lips, so I had to clean that up. So then I picked it up separately. And I'm just trying to figure out where I want it to be. So this is the reason why I had to I had to clean this all off the nail, and then I had to buff all of the nails, and then the chrome powder didn't stick. I'm not sure why it stuck, but for some reason it did. So I'm just going to show you here just so you can see. So you can see that it is sticking to the rest of the nail, so it's not sticking just to the image. I knew as I was doing this, I thought, yeah, I forgot a step. So yeah, so if you're going to go in with the pigment, make sure you just give the nail just a very quick buff. Nothing, you know, don't have to really buff it really hard. Just remove it just so they have a matte look, and then dust them off. And yeah, so here I could see that this wasn't going to work. So yeah, I will re-stamp them images off camera, and then we will just get on with the rest of the set. So I'm going to go in obviously again with the red chrome. So I'm just patting it into the image first off, and once I'm satisfied, I will then go in with the opposite side and very gently buff it. You don't actually want to put pressure on, you just want to just sort of like have it pressed on it but not putting pressure on. Just very gently, just very gently buff it in. Otherwise you're just going to smudge your image and it will be no good. So once I'm happy with how it looks, I will go in with just a dusting brush and just brush off any loose pigment. So you just want to make sure that it's just all off. This is just a soft makeup brush. So there you go. That is the first image there. So I'm going to go in and stamp some of these bats. For some reason, the pickup just wasn't very good. I don't know why. It was quite warm though, because it's getting quite chilly in the UK. So I have got my my electric fire on, so that could be why. So I've just tidied that up, and I'm just going to stamp 2 bats at the bottom, and then we will go in with the blue chrome. I do let this sort of dry just a little bit, just because obviously I am applying the chrome powders on top, so you should let it sit just for a little while, not too long, because otherwise it won't be sticky enough. So you can more or less judge how long it's going to take. See, so there, that didn't want to pick up either. I don't know, I just had a few issues with the stamping. I'm not sure why. I don't know whether it could be the stamper head, but I can't get a new one, so yeah, I might have to I will try and wash it again and see if that helps. If not, I'll have to just yeah, completely get a different stamper. I've got loads anyway, so I just like the Shemodern one because it's got the plate in it, so it doesn't concave on you when you're using it. But anyway, so you can see it just didn't want to pick up very well. So I'm going to stamp a bat in this top corner, and then I thought I would go in with this coffin. I have turned the plate around this time. So I thought I would go in with this coffin as well, just because it's got a couple of bat wings on the side and we're doing a vampire set. So I thought I would go in with this, and then I will stamp another bat off camera just down in the opposite corner. So I will just stamp it on. There you go. And then I will stamp the other bat off camera, and then I'm going to go in with the blue chrome again. This is absolutely gorgeous. Just look at that popping. Oh, it's gorgeous. I do really like it. Really like it. It would have either come off probably Temu, actually. Thinking about it, probably is. So here we go. I'm just going to just gently buff. And as you can see, it's not sticking to the background of the nail. So yeah, I mean, if any parts do stick, as long as they're not on the stamping, you can just remove it with a lint-free wipe, just with a little bit of rubbing alcohol on. But there you go, absolutely gorgeous, and I love it against that orange, beautiful. And then I'm just going to move back to this one, and then we are going to chrome these bats up as well, doing exactly the same thing as last time, just gently pushing the pigment in, and then just very lightly, just very lightly buffing over, and then we will dust them nails off. And then that is I do move back to this one actually later on. So here we go, just dust, and there you go. So I'm going to add a Beauty Big Bang plate. This is XL091, just because I wanted a full bat image, and them two other the other plates didn't have a full bat image. So I'm going to go in with the black again, and I'm just going to make sure that this image is all covered, because it's sort of like bats and sort of like weird sort of line type stuff. I'm not quite sure, but it looks very cool. So I'm going to pick it up. Now, I knew I had to double stamp this anyway, so for me to be able to line this up the way that I wanted it to, I went from like one side and rolled it over to the opposite side, and then I will clean my plate off, and I'm going to focus more on this larger bat so I could slot it in with the rest of the image. I will show you here. So I'm just going to try and line it up so it looks like the image is still continuing, and then slide it over, slide it down, and then I will just finish just doing the little side bit, and then that is that nail done there. I'm going to leave that to sit, just because there's a lot of obviously there's quite a lot of polish on there, so I just leave that to sit, and then I'm going to go in and I'm going to use this word vampire. So moving back to the white, which is nearly finished. It's still going. I don't know how it's still going, but it still is. Yeah, it just, these images, I don't know why. Some of them didn't pick up, some of them did. I don't know. It was a real struggle bus. I don't know. But anyway, we're going to stamp this sort of diagonally across the nail. Just saying vampire. There you go. That's that one there. And then I'm going to add this little kind of like, I don't know, bit of blood. I don't know. And then, as you can see, that one didn't pick up whatsoever, so I had to re-pick up again. So we're just going to put some dripping blood just along the top. Obviously, I finished this off just by adding a little bit more to it. So we'll show. Oh no, I didn't show you. So I finished that off anyway. So we're going to move back to this now, and I'm just gently patting it in, because obviously this is a much bigger area. So I've just picked up just a very small amount, and it's still going and going. That is just from the lid as well. That's not from the actual container itself, because 9 times out of 10, if you keep the little like steel bits that you take off, if you keep them on top of your pots, you normally have more than enough pigment left on that to be able to do what you need to do. So you don't actually need to touch what is actually in the pot itself. So that's why these just last and last and last. It's just crazy how little you need. So I'm just gently buffing it over again, and then once I'm happy, I will dust that off. But how cool does that look? It looks so cool. I'm so glad that I picked this image. It just, yeah, it looks so cool. You see what I mean by it's got like weird, like, I don't know whether they're meant to be blood or cobwebs. I'm not quite sure. But how cool does that look? Beautiful. I'm just going to go in with the red again, and we're just going to do this nail here as well. Using the same technique, I'm just pushing it in, and then I will slightly buff it. But these pigments, they worked really well. Really happy with them. Really happy with them. I've got quite a few little palettes like this, and I've used so little as well. It's going to last a long time. I definitely recommend getting them, picking them up, because yeah, they're really good. So you just wanna, I'm just gonna slightly buff it now. Once I'm happy, I will dust that off. but it looks so cool. And this is just over the black and white sticky stamping polishes. They are amazing, so good. How cool does that look? So cool. So I'm just going to go in and just dust it off. There we go. There's that one there. Super, super cool. And we're just going to finish the very last nail. So here I'm going to stamp this one along the top. And then I will patch it up. I will show you that. Just continue to patch it up. And I've added some drips just down the bottom. I just thought it was taking quite a long time. This video is quite long. So I found that actually taking this straight from there, obviously if it's smaller areas like this, you can get away with popping it on and then buffing it, but I found with bigger areas it was better to sort of like put some on and buff it straight away. But I have let this sit, so that could be why. But look at that, it looks absolutely gorgeous. Just look at that popping against that that background color. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I love it, absolutely love it. Really like how these turned out. Very, very simple, but I think they're really, really nice. Perfect for Halloween as well. I would definitely wear these if I was going to be a vampire. I would definitely wear them. So I'm just gonna dust it off, and then I will let you have a quick look. I will go in with a glossy top coat as always, because obviously I've done the stamping. And then I'm going to use the, oh no, I've got ahead of myself. I'm going to go in with the glue gel, and I'm just going to finish off this French nail. So I'm just going to use this just to go around the smile line, and I'm going to add some pigment onto it. And this stuck like a dream. It was so, so good. So, yeah, I'm just going to finish that off, and then I will cure that, and then I will buff some pigment in, and then I will go in with a glossy top coat, and then I will use the satin top coat also from Shemodern. I do have a discount code for Shemodern down in the description box as well, which you can use on their main site, and obviously I also have a discount code for Madam Glam as well. So there will be the playlist link in the pinned comments. Don't forget to head over and check out everybody else's set. Everyone's done a fantastic job once again. Absolutely amazing. And yeah, lots of different ideas on this. They're not just all Halloween, so definitely worth checking them out and seeing what they've done. Because yeah, this was definitely mixed. Yeah, it's I expected most of them to be Halloween, but they weren't. So I'm just going to apply the satin top coat to all the nails, and then I will show you my my end bit. So yeah, so don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and let me know your thoughts down below, or just leave me an emoji so I know you've been here. And don't forget to head over and check everybody else's sets out, and yeah, just let me know any thoughts you have. Well, thank you so much for watching, and this is going to be the end clip. So yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Until then, take care. Bye.